I'll take that part of the president's speech which says Nigeria has become the preferred destination for investment in Africa. It ranked first in the top 5 host economies for foreign direct investment in Africa, accounting for over 20% of total FDI flows into the continent. Now, these are figures, and that is what Barrister Nwachukwu is quarreling with. But then let's take a look at this issue of Nigeria being a preferred destination for foreign direct investment. Mr. Nwachukwu talked about the specifics of, maybe the telecoms companies, but then can you look at some other areas as well, which the president likely might have been pointing at?
The truth about it is that there are foreign direct investment in Nigeria, and it's there for everybody to see. Sometimes I wonder why Nigerians look at things and they do not just take the facts there. Some years ago, we don't have companies like ShopRite here. We don't have Woolworths. Now we have malls coming up everywhere, and those malls are being occupied by these foreign companies. Some of the things that are happening in South Africa, a lot of South African companies are moving into Nigeria because they are finding the environment in South Africa not very conducive. Please do understand that we're talking about 165 million people here. And then capital does not look at, it doesn't look at race, it doesn't look at religion, it doesn't look at your color. Money will flow to where there's good return on investment. The fact remains that there is no other country in Africa where you get the kind of return that you get in Nigeria. Yes, there are some challenges that we have, which we're surmounting. We will not solve a 20-year problem overnight. We keep solving the challenges one at a time. But you can't tell me that if the likes of ShopRite are not making money, they will be coming here. If the likes of Woolworths are not making money, they will be coming here. The Tiger brand is investing and buying over flour mills, Dangote flour mills, and they're not coming here. These are people who actually stick down, do due diligence on where they want to put their money. It tells you that Nigerians should continue, and we should start searching ourselves and saying to ourselves, listen, we cannot continue to bring down this country when other people are seeing the country as a country where they can come and tap gold. There are lots of resources in the hands of the people here, and those who are ready to put the money down are doing it. Because you can't tell me that things are not happening. These are facts that can be verified. These are not something that was cooked by somebody. The Foreign Direct Investment Index that is measured by what bank? And everybody can go there and check it. If it comes into Nigeria and we're attracting 20% that comes to Africa, do you understand that the 3 biggest economy in Africa is South Africa, Egypt, and Nigeria? Because of the Arab Spring, there's problem in Egypt now. And then with the strike that is going on in South Africa, a lot of investors are reconsidering their investment in South Africa. Where are they going to go? They're going to come to Nigeria. One, out of all these 3 countries, Nigeria actually has the biggest population. And that population is actually a far more spending population than Egypt and in Nigeria. Than Egypt and South Africa. So there's a big opportunity here, and capital will look for opportunity. So money will keep coming. And now that the government is now very serious about the issue of power, about the issue of infrastructure, in another 2-3 years, you will see the improvement in our economy. You will see how the whole thing is just going to blow up. Because everybody wants to come to Nigeria. They only say, start putting your infrastructure in place. And the government is doing that. Everybody is saying, wherever, all over Nigeria, the power is improving, that things are getting better. We're just waiting. And then when all these new power plants that they are building come on stream, say by December, the president has said by December, we'll be having maybe double what we have now. You can imagine what that is going to be.
All right,
things
Mr. I want to see
really happening here. All we need is to get Nigerians to understand.
Barrister Nwachukwu the opportunity to respond to that. He did say that things are getting better in Nigeria. But then, one thing that I found very intriguing, we have the problem of the conflicts in the northern part of the country. Egypt has been almost locked down by the Arab Spring, the strikes in South Africa. But here in Nigeria, we also have our own peculiar problem, and that is the problem of insecurity. Now, how could the foreign direct investment, which is running away from the problem in Egypt, thrive in an atmosphere of insecurity in Nigeria then?
Yeah, thank you very much. Now, I'd like to correct an impression. Now, we are very upbeat about this country. I am passionate about Nigeria. I'm upbeat about the aspirations of this country, the future of this country. So the contributions we are not making from a pessimistic point of view. But we are seeing that the leaders seem to be self-delusive when they are talking about the problems of this country. I mean, I wonder if you go out, you see the mass of people, you see poverty written, all over people, millions and millions of people. And then anytime you have the opportunity to address these people, you are telling them figures that mean absolutely nothing to them. That's the problem that people like me have. There's nothing wrong in telling the people, look, this is the situation. Somebody they were just talking about a video an American musician shot, going down to the creeks and bringing out the stark reality of Nigeria. And some people are offended. And I said, look, is that not how you are? You're looking at yourself in the mirror. Somebody has shown you a mirror. You've seen yourself in the mirror. You don't like what you see. You have to work hard to change it. But you have to, first of all, acknowledge that this is the way I am. We don't see our leaders acknowledging the stark reality in this country. Now, when you come, you just mentioned that this is a country that is on the verge of implosion. We're tackling insecurity in the north. We started from the Niger Delta, and then we have this thing in the north. Now people are, if the whole thing, you hardly find somebody who believes in this country. Everybody is, if the comments you get from there now, people are even having separatist tendencies. So you really wonder, what is the future of this country? So if somebody as the president is, you're talking to people on Independence Day, I think that you should be more candid with the people. We don't have to be self-delusive in order to be optimistic about this country. This country is big. The country, the companies is measuring. These people are just people leveraging on the population. These are people just sucking the country. When you talk about ShopRite, you talk about all those companies. Those are companies that just take away. They take away you just spend. When you go to court, you just spend your money. They say that you throw money away. And the people who throw this money away, how did they get the money in the first place? What money are they throwing away? So that's the point. Those are not, when you're talking about you call that investment. But we're looking for investment that will employ our people, thousands of people, put them in factories,
All right.
where they can work.